Hey everybody, Gunnison Undercover here. Today is Sunday, August 11th, 2019. And I got another Blue Zero Hero story coming out of New Jersey. I'm telling you, New Jersey is the capital for Blue Zero Heroes. There's one every week. Every week there's a story coming out. And we're going to find out what this fine, upstanding, well-trained, professional, out risking his life, protecting and serving the community has done. Can't imagine he's done anything bad. I mean, come on now. They all have a tough job. I can't imagine why they'd be doing anything bad. They're good people, right? That's what the cop again keeps telling me. Excuse me. Well, I'll give you a little hint what the story's about. It's not about drugs. It's not about stealing. It's about women. You know, they got a little problem with the women. Touchy-feely. We just reported on a cop from Long Branch not too long ago lost his job because he had a little problem with his hands sticking and touching things that it shouldn't be touching. So this story reads, this is at NJ.com. NJ cop gets a year of probation, quits force after admitting he groped a waitress. This is dated August 8th, 2019. A Bridgeton cop, Louis A. Santiago, listens during Thursday court proceeding. He pleaded guilty to a disorderly persons offense. Let's go down here. That's the caption under the picture. Let's read what it says. A Bridgeton police officer was sentenced to a year of probation Thursday after admitting that he groped a waitress in 2016. Now, this in itself is not good, but there's even more injustice to this story, created by this fine, upstanding, well-trained professional. Sergeant Louis A. Santiago, 46, of Vineland. Oh, Vineland, where have we heard that name before? Was indicted in 2017 on charges of second-degree official misconduct and 2 fourth-degree charges of criminal sexual contact, but ultimately pleaded guilty to a petty disorderly person offense of harassment. Now, no doubt they gave him a little special treatment by the prosecutor's office. Gave him a disorderly of harassment and agreed to forfeit public employment. So he resigns. He doesn't get fired, he resigns. Santiago admitted that while he was in uniform and on duty on November 8, 2016, he went to a local eatery called Cafe Antonio to pick up his lunch. While there, he touched a waitress' buttocks. Who are these guys that got the gall to do that? Never in my whole life have I ever touched some waitress's behind. I don't think I've done that to any girl that I didn't personally know and knew it was okay to do. I would never do that to somebody I see in the course of business. But, you know, when they got that uniform on, they think they're special. They think they can do things that we can't do. And you acknowledge that the act of touching her qualifies as an offense touching under the harassment statute. His attorney, Diane M. Ruberton, asked him under oath. Yes, he replied. So he knew he was breaking the law while he's out there wearing a uniform enforcing the law. The waitress filed a lawsuit. Now here's where I'm going to get aggravated. The waitress filed a lawsuit in which she claimed Santiago entered Cafe Antonio several times between October and November 2016 and made numerous comments of a crude and explicit sexual nature and physically groped and touched plaintiff's private body parts and other body parts, all without plaintiff's consent or permission. Oh, they would never do that, right? Good police officers, all the good police officers out there, they would never do anything like that. Of course not. We never hear stories like that. This must be one of those isolated incidents. You know, we're always hearing about isolated incidents. They're not all bad. You know, one bad apple doesn't mean the whole bunch is bad. The woman reported her claims to Bridgeton Police Department, and Santiago was arrested and suspended. The suit was placed on hold pending outcome of the criminal case. Under the plea deal, Santiago official date of departure from the police department will be retroactive to the day he was originally charged, November 10th, 2016. While the wage was apparently the main victim, Assistant Prosecutor Leslie Snock referenced two other victims and requested a no-contact order protecting all three of them. So, this cop here, the Santiago, he's got a little problem. Doesn't respect women. Doesn't know boundary lines. Superior Court Judge Michael Silvano granted the order. The victims accepted the terms of the plea agreement, Schnock noted. Ruberton requested a minimum probation term and noted that her client has maintained a gainful employment since his arrest. After he was suspended from his job with the police department, he found work with a cold storage business in the area. Well, that's good. Cold might be good for him, Cold showers. Santiago worked as a police officer 20 years and has no prior criminal record. Now, 20 years, you're acting stupid. You got 20 years. You're 5 years to go. It doesn't say in the story here whether he's going to lose any kind of retirement or anything. I don't think he's going to get it. In making this decision, the judge acknowledged the defendant's clean record up until the case. I'm going to look at this hopefully as an aberration in an otherwise lawful life that he was led. You mean didn't get caught? Now, here's where it starts getting, the real story about this guy starts coming out. Santiago was named in other legal claims during his policing career. A woman claimed he threw her to the ground and injured her during a 2015 incident in which her son was being arrested. The suit was dismissed in 2018 when Bridgeton officials, this is what gets me, Bridgeton officials agreed to pay the woman $105,000 to settle her claim. So this jackass goes out and does something, and then the taxpayers once again got to pay out. Santiago and his brother Angel were named in a 2015 lawsuit filed by 5 city of Bridgeton employees who alleged that Angel sexually harassed them and that Lewis retaliated against them when they complained. Once again, taxpayers are going to pay. The city settled that suit 2 years later for $550,000. So this jerk cop has already cost the taxpayers over $500,000. I will post the link to this story in the description. You can read it for yourself. But I pretty much read the whole thing, but maybe you can find other information on this guy. So this turd, just like so many other blue turds out there that don't respect women, they like to beat them up, they like to kill them, they like to pick them up and slam them down. In this case, he liked to play touchy-feely. This is like the second story this year that I've reported on cops doing a little touchy-feely thing and losing a job. Fortunately, he's out of the business of being a cop, and hopefully the 20 years service that he has put in has gone down the drain and out the window, whatever you want to call it. He'll never be a cop again, and all those years that he put in is for nothing. So hopefully he's got no pension, and he'll be working in a cold storage place, freezing his what's off, making $10 an hour with any luck. All right, this is Gunnison Undercover. You know the drill. You see something, you record something. And if you see something on Facebook, one of their stupid propaganda stories, say something to them. Call them out on it. They need to know that we're not buying into all this nonsense that they keep telling us. Every day I keep reporting about Blue Zero Heroes, and every day they keep putting their little propaganda out there, what great and wonderful people they are, and they're using kids now to propagate that narrative. Till next time, people, this is Gunnison Undercover.